episode 138 of the Hard Truth Diamond Podcast with yours truly, the Diamond Stud. Diamond Stud? Do you think I'm a stud, Branko Daljanin? Internationally acclaimed author, trainer,
instructor,
right? You know, you're one of the few guys I know in the industry who are almost as knowledgeable as I am.
That's a big compliment.
Right? That's a big compliment.
I don't know about pricing and trading, but the rest I'm quite good.
You don't know about pricing and trading.
Not too much.
But you're kind of my nerd, right? Like, and it's great to have you back here. I love it when we get on the show together. And episode 138 is all about natural, fancy, colored diamonds. Now, Branko told me to say that because he doesn't want to talk about lab-grown diamonds.
I think we talked enough in the past. People learn a lot, and they can always go back and listen again, no?
Here's what I don't understand. I can't talk about lab-grown diamonds, but you can have treated diamonds of color, and it's okay to talk about those.
Yes, because this is something people can confuse very easy, because they look very similar in color, not the same, but similar. I can see here, hopefully camera can pick up. Which one?
Hold it up close to the camera.
Which one is natural? Which one is treated? You tell me.
Here, let me have a look.
Okay. Colin knows, but by color only, not easy to tell.
Look at my fingers going. That's kind of creepy.
Yes. So one of them is this marquee one is Argyle pink diamonds.
I was just going to say it's the natural.
Yeah, 18 points, GA certified, CGL certified, my laboratory.
Now that's a pretty valuable diamond to be toting around in that nasty little plastic case that you use. I mean, clearly you're not selling any diamonds.
So believe it or not, I carry these diamonds around the world, but with a special passport called Carnet.
Yeah.
And this is my color masters. I have 6 of these, very expensive because they're from light pink, fancy
Stay
light,
up on your mic.
fancy intense,
right.
fancy
People
vivid.
want to hear what you have to say. It's not like me.
So I teach people many things, but one of them first is how to grade color of diamonds. Not easy, as you know. Because I used to work in GIA, and now in the last 16 years, Canadian Gem Lab, I do a lot of color diamonds. So teach them how to grade and how to identify and separate categories of natural color, treated color, and of course, synthetic. Could be also pinks, could be other colors. So this is 3
But,
categories.
you know, they haven't mastered, and you and I were talking about this before coming on the air, they haven't been able to, you know, white diamonds are easy. It's very easy to have, you know, an identical VVS1 GIA out of a mine and out of a lab, and they're identical specimens. What the scientists, I get, in the laboratories or that part of the industry hasn't been able to figure out is how to make color look natural in most cases.
You mean to make it artificial or to grade?
To make a lab-grown diamond that's blue or Argyle pink.
No, they could do it, but close enough. Not all shades of pinks and blues. Some of them are intense, more vivid, more screaming, I'm synthetic.
Right, that's what I'm talking.
More natural looking, but they
Do you actually hear them scream at you?
But I did study one producer.
Like, I know you spend a lot of time with your diamonds and you're very intimate with them, but if they're screaming at you, bro.
Yeah. So it's amazing. People doesn't know, but there is a screaming rocks or sounding rocks in Montana. You go to the rock and do with the hammer, hit it, and it's singing. It's acoustic rocks. Yeah, it's true. I'm going to visit them this summer in Montana. Screaming rocks. Yeah, they're singing. It's a one of the
sure
events.
It is. Yeah.
No,
let's move. let's move.
Not
you know, I should not judge you about this.
Not gemstones.
Because I'm going to tell you about my screaming rock story. And people always ask me how I got into the business. I was at the gem show in Tucson, Arizona, which is one of these gem shows, you guys.
I just came back 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about the screaming crystals?
Yeah.
I told you about that,
amazing,
right? When I went into that group.
Yeah.
And you guys, I swear to goodness, I am not that guy who would think that stones crystals would be able to vibrate at such a frequency where individuals can hear them. And so I was maybe I shouldn't tell this story. I'll lose all my credibility. True story. Tucson isn't like the Vegas show or the Hong Kong show or the Dubai show. The Tucson show is the real raunchy rock show where you get guys who've been out digging for weeks and weeks and weeks in the ground. And
It's about color. It's about color.
It's about color. Exactly.
Color stones and color diamonds.
Yeah. And so I went into a crystal and massive crystals, and I walked in and I was standing in there. Admittedly, I was a little bit hungover, which may have made me more susceptible to sound. I heard them and they started very low, and then and it started to get louder, and I can't believe I'm telling this story in the podcast. And diamonds are the king crystal or the queen crystal, whichever way you want to look at it. And they do have a vibration, I can assure you.
Yeah.
I had to leave the room where that was going on. I calmed down. I couldn't believe that I was looking, and no one else was hearing it. I went back in and heard it again.
No, diamonds is the most studied of any gemstones, any material, actually.
Really, eh?
It's amazing. This is one of the books, Natural Treated Synthetic Diamond, that my idea, but not all my book, 6 best authors from England, America, Russia, Australia, China. They do vibrate diamonds. They have vibration modes, and when they accept the energy of fluorescence, they could give you some data of what is happening inside the stone. You can study them just by studying energy. This is very important because these 2 diamonds.
Hang on, slow down.
Yeah.
You can study them,
but
like the study of energy.
Yeah,
so it is a measurable
It's
quality?
a pure science. For example, you can expose this diamond from Argyle to UV light or infrared light. Infrared is beyond red, infrared. UV is below blue, so UV. So you can expose and you can study spectra of this diamond and know. You asked me before, how Branko you know this is Argyle? This is one of my projects with the GRS, Gem Research Swiss Lab from Hong Kong, Switzerland, Bangkok. We studied for 5 years. I was an Argyle man with the owner, Dr. Peretti. We collect stones from 6 sources, from Russia, Venezuela, Brazil, South Africa, Canada, and Angola. We studied with few years with all different instruments. We studied spectroscopy with infrared, photoluminescence, fluorescence, and we found the fingerprint to separate this diamond from Brazilian diamond or from Russian diamond. This is how we put this provenance report. Very popular now. People want to know where my diamond's coming from. We tell them this is coming from Argyle, Australia. And because of that, you know this, there is an Argyle price and there is a pink price.
Of course.
And there's 20-30% premium. So this is what I'm doing. I think the only person in Canada, and we are doing also in Hong Kong too.
I know there was the Swiss company that was doing it.
Gem Research Swiss Lab. It's my partner in Hong Kong.
It's your partner, okay? Because the science is amazing, you guys, and what Branko was saying about it being the most studied material in the world. It's incredible. So that does not apply, however, to white diamonds, correct?
White diamonds is difficult to separate by country because there's so many different sources, so many mines.
Yeah.
And they overlap so much. Pinks, we can have 5-6 major sources, and one of them is out, Argyle.
So we can
give idea where they're coming from.
Is it an idea or is it reliable?
I can
Because I
tell.
know I've had diamonds go to you to ask, and albeit some small ones recently, but with their price tags, none of them are really small from the Argyle pink mine. And they were stones where I sat at the mine and selected each stone, and you were able to verify the origin of the stones.
I was doing this for you and also did for a Royal Mint, which is Canadian Royal Mint.
The Canadian Royal Mint.
They put, if you see this small
Whose
pink,
business do you value more, me or the Canadian Royal Mint? So the credibility of this guy in the world is the Mint's looking for someone to verify their diamonds. This is the guy.
The thing is, they have thousands of stones, and if you see, it's not a secret anymore, gold coins with a little pink diamond inside.
Right.
They are retailing for 5,000 Canadian dollars per one coin.
Yeah, no, I know.
One,
well,
two,
they
3
started
diamonds.
this started in Australia with the Mint in Australia when Argyle, they were trying to promote the Argyle diamonds. Amazing how I know that.
Yes.
Right?
So
why do I even know that?
You asked me about pinks. It's difficult for me to separate Canadian pink from Russian pink because they're very similar in geology and characteristics, but they're very different. Argyle pinks from Australia because of how they grow from Brazilian or African or some sources Russian. So I can have a good idea about Argyle. The others, nobody asked me, oh, can you separate Russian from Brazilian yet?
There's no reason.
There is no economical reason because the price is
The
the same.
price is the same. Argyle diamonds, pink diamonds, are the rarest, most concentrated form of wealth on earth. And right now you have the Argyle reds. Do you know what I have in stock these days?
I think I've seen one or two from you.
Yeah, crazy
reds,
ones,
yeah.
right? The 1
And
pp's.
I was lucky to see.
I recently acquired, not to interrupt you, I'll have to show it to you, a purple red GIA.
Purple red is more rare than just red.
Right? Right?
I've seen one VS2 purple red here in Vancouver many years ago, but my most expensive item of diamond was when I was in New York working for GA. It was 5 carat fancy red, Musef red from Brazil. And
The Messiah red?
yes.
You saw that stone?
Yeah. For a few minutes, I was working in GA department. Insert later some pictures of me in Brazil when I was young, 25 years ago. I was in the river, close to the one river where the boy found this 10 carat crystal, red.
Of the Messiah red?
Papa, look, what is this? It was red crystal. And Papa was smart to bring to jeweler in Belo Horizonte, who brought to New York dealer William Goldberg, you know him.
Right,
who cut
right.
At that time was $2 million per carat and jumped to 20 million later. Who knows how much is now?
It's priceless. It
5
has
carat
no
fancy
price,
red.
this red diamond. Red, for those of you who are curious, is the rarest of all the colors. And we have two right here if you're looking for one. I'll tell you this about the mined diamonds, the naturals. The colored diamonds are about to go up in price again because the mines are closing. We had a mine close in Africa. Well, they haven't closed, but they laid off 200 miners.
Yes.
We're seeing this throughout the industry because mines mine diamonds. 1 in every 10,000 white diamonds turns out to be a colored diamond, according to the Gemological Institute of America. And then of those, 1 in every about 250,000 diamonds ends up being a diamond of any color consequence. And when I say that it's a fancy diamond, it's a fancy from light all the way through to vivid, the most saturated.
Yeah, that's why the most treatments are done on pink, the color, and after that is this, you can see green and blue. This is not natural color. I cannot afford a half carat, 25 points natural, but this is treated stone. But
That's a beautiful color.
But my job is to separate this, and this is without radiation, and this is with irradiation. They can do different type of treatments. It's another topic, but we talk about diamonds, color diamonds. So a lot of people buying this, even if they're knowing is treated, but is natural diamond, not lab grown.
So tell us a little bit about where you're going. Where were you? You've been away. You've been traveling. I know you're doing corporate training.
Yeah,
where
this is new thing. Yeah, in Europe I'm quite popular and did another workshops. January I was in France and Spain. Actually talking about color diamonds, and I did special workshop in London for the laboratory there to train them how to do color diamond separation, natural and treated and laboratory grown. This is what I'm doing this Thursday in Vancouver for the company in Vancouver who wants to know more about color diamonds. So I will do it in Brazil as well in May when I'm doing a congress. Brazil is one of the countries producing still nice color diamonds. Sporadically, it's not like a big mine. It's
colored
from the
diamonds
river.
are only sporadically.
Yeah.
So
they find, they don't find. So I'm doing this, and my big conference coming up in June in Montana. It's a sapphires, but I'm doing a workshop on diamonds. You can see here one pink diamond. Hopefully you can see. This one pink, it's CVD pink. So they could be pink in different colors.
if you want to get super educated, listen to me. Wait, did you think I was going to say you?
or come to a place where we, not only me, another 7 people are teaching people on sapphires, color diamonds, synthetic diamond as well. We cover what is actual problems in the industry. We try to help people. And privates are open to come. There's not forbidden.
Privates?
They're open, consumers.
He's referring to you, by the way, as a private. Corporate, business clients, and then there's you, the privates.
Yeah. We train everybody.
You were talking about carnet reports, and we sort of skipped it over a little bit. And what he was talking about is when Branko travels, he's not allowed to leave his diamonds, and we're not smuggling diamonds because they will take them. But a carnet report is a report that you fill out with the government where you can travel with diamonds all over the world as long as you bring them back. Now, you can show them to your client and ship them later. It's all about taxes. Isn't it always? You can bring it in on the carnet report and then bring them back
Yeah.
into the country without consequence, but you can't sell them and leave them there. And so what's the biggest carnet report you've ever done?
When I do both diamonds and gemstones is the biggest. And I did it in Australia, ruby, sapphire, emeralds, and jade, plus diamonds, 2023. And Indonesia on the way.
So how big was your carnet report?
400 something items, gemstones and diamonds, and I have around 20 instruments. I also bring instruments on Carnet because I take to bring my instruments to teach people.
I didn't know you could bring instruments.
Yeah, you can, yeah.
I guess you could do it with just about anything.
I bring $10,000 instrument, my portable photoluminescence instrument, EXA, and I can check on the spot. In Australia, this is Argyle pink or natural spectra, or this is treated pink, natural or synthetic on the spot. If it's Argyle or not, I need to check with more advanced instruments in the laboratory, but I can tell if it's a natural pink. And I do this around the world, 25 countries, 4 continents. Only Africa I didn't do, but one day I will go to Africa because South Africa is a big producer, and Botswana, of course, as you know, natural diamond.
Well, so far they are. I'm not holding my breath to see where the future. I don't know if you read today, De Beers has been devalued by another $2.6 billion.
Oh, billion. Oh, I thought percent.
So today the company's worth $4 billion from, I think, at the high of $13 billion, and they have a bit of a liability in terms of $2 billion worth of mine diamonds that are sitting on top of the ground that they don't have a market for. So it's kind of over, guys. And, you know, I say this because I know you love the mine diamond industry.
I think they're coming back slowly.
Dodo bird. I was right. You and I have argued about this. I was 100% right.
2023, come to the point, I send you this graph, you can show it, where by number of items, lab-grown reached number of natural, but by value, they're still not there.
Well,
maybe
by
15,
value,
20%.
so they reached the number of natural, but by value, it's less. Well, that's the whole point. Why would you pay for natural when you can get the exact same thing in a lab-grown diamond?
Because now it's not exactly the same thing.
You know, these natural fancy colored diamonds, which are a hot, hard asset investment, you can contact us for a PDF on the industry and the history of the colored diamond industry, where we'll share with you some insider information. For example, that these things have been known for a long time as the Rembrandts of the, I call some of them the Da Vinci's of the gem world, because they seemingly never go down in value, only appreciate, which is an incredible hard asset you might want to know a little bit more about. We do extra work here. As you know, we have these verified through Branko, not only from the mine, but directly, but from the GIA to make sure there's no counterfeiting. And if you're not checking out counterfeiting today,
yeah, this is happening.
It's happening so much.
So it's not enough to have GIA report or some of the.
You were telling me also before we got on air about moissanite.
Yeah, happened the last 2 months. Natural diamonds going down with the value for sure. But lab-grown also going down very fast with the value per carat. And moissanite now come as not the same, but very close in value as lab-grown.
So I don't want to burst your bubble here.
People now selling
moissanite. I don't want to burst your bubble on the prices of lab-grown.
Going down.
But they're starting to consolidate.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah, they really are.
I was in India 2 months ago. It was quite low for me, but maybe they now stop falling, maybe. Last 2 months, it's possible. But definitely the shows, you're right, people are looking for natural diamonds less than lab grown, but they're still looking. Why? Because this week I was happy to see 3-carat diamonds in Vancouver, what is we're not big center. Natural diamonds, and I posted on Facebook last night because I was excited to see nice inclusions, SA1 and pattern natural, fluorescence blue. So they have a face, they have some kind of, they talk to me. They don't scream, they talk to me. And lab grown doesn't talk to me. They're just sitting there.
Oh my God.
Like next.
This is like, oh, okay.
They're just
We're not going to go crazy. No more crazy.
This is my personal opinion.
That's your wife's personal opinion, and I don't blame you for following it. Okay? At the end, a happy marriage, but sorry, there is no basis in fact. Let's not do voodoo here, okay?
Anyway,
you're a scientist.
Natural diamonds are still selling, what is good. Hopefully, they'll come back. Maybe not. We'll see. In 1 year,
well, I think they're going away. I don't think there's much question about that. How are they going to come back? it's not logical they will, but there are categories like the diamonds you're brought in today that aren't going anywhere. In fact, they're gaining in popularity. When you talk about the jewelry organizations who want to hear your presentation,
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. The future of the industry includes these things.
Yeah.
Right? If you want something special in an engagement ring, it's not a massive white diamond anymore because they're everywhere. It's something smaller. And there is a market in the world, and how I know this stuff again, you guys, is crazy, where these small, concentrated, like with some of the Argyle pinks, they're the most concentrated form of wealth on the planet. So nothing smaller and more valuable. And it's Japan. Japan gives a lot of pink diamonds, smaller diamonds, as the ultimate symbol of love. And so you guys who want to be giving her something that nobody else has, nobody else, this is the choices.
Yeah, it is rare and valuable for sure.
Right?
I mean, still in old inventory, they're not mining anymore for a couple of years. So
Now, can I tease you for a minute?
Yeah.
Do they not have an iron in your house? Or, right?
My wife
like
is
you look like a scientist.
my wife is away, so I was ironing.
like you look like a scientist. I don't even rest shirts like that, or I'd look like a scientist. I wear T-shirts, so I never have to worry about. Look, Branko, we love having you on the show. Do you have a few last words you want to say? Branko Daljanin, leading speaker in the world. Order his books, especially if you have trouble sleeping at night, because it's just science. Okay.
No, this is much easier topic.
Right?
Colin likes laboratory grown
Yeah,
diamonds.
that's the one that puts me right to sleep.
And basically, just to announce, I just got confirmation. I found a sponsor for the next big international conference to be in Dubai next March, April. And guess what? They have a big factory of growing laboratory grown diamonds in Dubai.
I'm aware of that.
And I'm training their people there, and they're helping me to make my conference happening in Dubai. So I do appreciate lab-grown diamond industry from point of financing.
Well, I've been leveraging you to appreciate lab-grown diamonds, as I have all my friends in the
But it's not that I will buy my diamond or to my wife. I got actually
Your wife is not going to take a lab-grown diamond.
I made for her 5-carat diamond pendant. Guess what kind of diamond? Natural rough from India.
Beautiful.
Yeah, she's so
When you
happy.
were in India?
Yeah.
Did you smuggle it back? Where's the report on
sorry.
Yeah, you should be. I don't think you should talk about that here.
Sorry, I did.
Hey?
Maybe it was my carnet. I
The
predicted I
Canadian
will
government needs money right now. They could come seize it on you. Look, you guys, everybody, thanks for your notes. Thanks for your cards. Thanks for your questions. I think I got all my questions in. Did we talk about how you tell the difference? We did. We started with that.
Yeah. For example, just to finish.
That question came out of London,
This is a
England. Hey,
black
Paul.
stone. First, is it a diamond or not? This is the question. This 100-carat stone here, it was moissanite sold as a diamond for $1 million. This is black treated diamond, and natural black will hold nice value, but not as much as of course.
95% are treated. That's the problem
correct,
with black
correct,
diamonds.
yes.
They're
This is
very rare.
All heated, all
It's
treated.
like sapphires. The numbers are almost the same.
Yes, you're right.
Does it impress you I know this much?
I didn't know about black diamonds so much.
Yeah.
You don't sell them so much. I never seen black diamond from you.
No, I don't like them. I've sold them before, but 95% are treated to make them more black.
Especially melee, yeah.
HPHT. And and then you have the rare ones like this where the GIA can still tell you. And by the way, it's a GIA or no way.
No GA in Canada, so you come to Branko. No
Right?
GA
There
in
you
Canada.
go. Right? Who used to work at the GIA. You guys,
Yeah.
we're going to sign off there, Branko. Great
Thank
to
you.
have you on. Apparently, I have to take you for an expensive lunch now.
This is my fee, at least.
It's just you, though. Eh? You're not sneaking anybody in.
Thank
God
you,
bless
Colin.
you guys.
Thank you.
We sure appreciate you checking out our podcast. You've got questions. We've got answers. Get a quote from us, for goodness sake. These are the world's most beautiful and rare diamonds. Prices that defy comparison across the globe.
Very good.
Thanks, buddy. Here,
Bye-bye.
give me a pound. Do you people
Yeah.